Hi and welcome. My name is Olivia Grugan. I'm from the World of Learning Institute, and I'll be sharing with you 3 spoonfuls of learning. This is the very first that will focus on performance-based assessments. I'm coming from a world language teacher background, but the framework that I'd like to share, I believe, is applicable to other contexts and may have something to offer other subject areas. So this framework starts from the context of ACTFL, the American Council on the Teaching of Foreign Languages, and their publication, Implementing Integrative Performance Assessments. So we're going to talk about integrative performance assessments, but we're going to apply them to contexts beyond world languages. Phase 1, which we'll be talking about in this spoonful of learning, is the receptive phase. We can also call it the interpretive phase. This is where we are doing information gathering. In the interpretive phase, and this is a quote from ACTFL, we are pursuing the following: the appropriate interpretation of meanings, including cultural, that occur in written and spoken form, read, heard, or viewed, where there is no recourse to the active negotiation of meaning with the writer or the speaker. So in this phase, the student, the learner, is listening, they're reading, they're gathering information, and as they do that, they're negotiating meaning implicitly with the producer of that content. In languages, this might mean looking at an authentic resource and beginning to comprehend it. In other subject areas, this means gathering also authentic information that will later allow the student to process and produce something. There are 2 elements to the interpretive process. The first is literal comprehension. This would apply again in any subject. And the second is interpretation, which we think of as reading between the lines. In this phase, the learner could be engaged in comprehension and interpretive tasks such as keyword recognition, main idea detection, supporting detail detection, looking at the organizational features of the content, guessing meaning from context, thinking about the author's perspective, and thinking about cultural or contextual perspectives. Importantly, the information that's acquired in this phase is necessary to complete the next task. So in other words, to make this truly an integrated performance assessment, the learner is gathering information that they will then use. ACTFL provides us with an example. Their context is the context of crossing borders, and they ask the essential question: why do people cross borders? They say in the interpretive phase, you are leaving your country for Quebec. Before you leave, you will want to know more about the values of the people of Quebec. You need to consult a guide for new immigrants. Read the guide and complete the accompanying comprehension guide. In that accompanying comprehension guide is where the learners will find both their literal comprehension questions as well as their interpretive read between the line questions. This could be applied to a science or a math course, a social studies course. This is where the students would be gathering and looking at authentic resources and ensuring that they've comprehended those clearly before moving on to the next phase. Thank you.